will fight for you.
Swear it.
We will die for Saruman.
We have only to remove those who oppose us.
They say sometimes in life you gotta let some shit go.
Wait a second. Before we attack each other and tear ourselves to shreds like a pack of maniacs, it might not even be worth the trouble.
But with the Rings of Power approaching, it appears Bezos is bringing the fight to this platform, not only spreading his own message, but actually recruiting fellow YouTubers.
Okay, it's worth it.
So grab your bags and prepare to dig in as we confront the internal Amazonian onslaught in this special edition of Amazon: The Enemy Within. With an ineffective press, his trailer ratioed, not to mention multiple videos condemning it, Bezos has attempted to turn YouTube to his advantage.
I don't think so, Scooter.
Producing a series of videos of so-called superfans reacting to the Rings of Power trailer, and by removing thousands of negative comments, Bezos hoped to turn the tide against legions of angry Tolkien fans.
Cheeky fuckers.
And while YouTube is more of an audio-visual medium, YouTubers could smell this bullshit from a mile away.
Smells like ass back here.
The end result? These tactics were promptly exposed, forcing Amazon to temporarily withdraw. But while this news of Amazon's defeat is encouraging, it appears other forces within Middle-earth are gathering at the gates at the side of Amazon. With Amazon's unlimited resources, it appears the promise of access or monetization was too much for some content creators to resist.
Alfred, your slip is showing.
Trusted sites such as the OneRing.net, which Tolkien fans have relied on for information in the past, appear to have turned. As evidenced by the release of the Rings of Power trailer, it appears the OneRing.net is now in direct partnership with Amazon.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Other sites, such as Den of Geek, have published a series of articles not only promoting the Rings of Power, but comparing its critics to fascists, mass murderers, and even accusing Tolkien himself of anti-Semitism.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
And while Tolkien fans are not alone, the motivations and abilities of their allies remains uncertain. While the Federal Trade Commission and Warner Studios remain committed to opposing Amazon's plans for Middle-earth, their ability to combat Amazon remains uncertain.
Bunch of nonsense.
In addition to the investigation of the sale of MGM, the FTC is investigating Amazon for unfair business practices. But as we've established, any investigation can take years to complete, limiting the FTC's ability to take immediate action.
Well, fuck you.
And while Warner has indicated it will not surrender its rights to Lord of the Rings, with its acquisition by Discovery almost complete, an extensive purge of senior executives in anticipation of the takeover has weakened Warner's ability to combat any potential action by Amazon.
Fuck you! Fuck you! And fuck you! Who's next?
Finally, it appears that the Saulzance Company may have turned against Amazon, filing a gaming copyright claim under the Rings of Power name in the European Union.
Are you serious?
However, given the Saulzance Company's desire to sell the filming and gaming rights of Lord of the Rings, I submit that this is merely another attempt to force Amazon into purchasing the Saulzance Company as a whole.
You're all equally worthless.
Now, I believe all opinions should be respected,
Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
and that monetization is a worthy goal for many content creators. But when those creators become mercenary on behalf of corporations,
That's treason. Rotten treachery for money.
and to smear Tolkien fans as the worst of humanity,
And that I do not forgive.
but remember, Amazon's campaign still depends on secrecy, and they continue to count on their means and influence to succeed. But the one thing they never counted on was you. Because it was you, Tolkien fans, who called them out. It was you who drove them back, and it's you who will ultimately prevail.
The wheels of the world are turned by the small hands while the great are looking elsewhere, and they turn because they have to, because it's the daily job. They struggle on, almost blindly in a way. But that seems, well, I thought it was more like an allegory of the human race. I've always been impressed. We're here, surviving because of the indomitable courage of quite small people against impossible odds.